All right, we've got Stitch Pink 2020, Block 9, with Moda's Stitch Pink Stitch Along.
Breaking rules.
Breaking rules. That one looks like a fun one.
Okay, we're ready for Block 9, Breaking Rules. And I'm going to break a rule whenever we talk about this. So download your pattern. Once again, it's on our Facebook page. And for A, you're supposed to cut 16 2-inch squares, where you would start with a 2-inch strip and then subcut it down into 2-inch squares. I'm going to show you a shortcut today. I'm sure most of you already know how to do this, but I'll show you how I did mine. So I'm breaking the rules. So the first thing you want to do, if you're going to break the rules like me, is, and I've got a little shorter pieces here because I would start with long one. What you want to do is to put your two 2-inch strips together, A and B, sew along the whole strip instead of cutting the squares and then sewing the squares together, because then you can subcut these into 2-inch strips.
I still remember the very first time I learned this trick.
So Lisa, you want to entertain? You want to sing a song or do a little dance or something?
I'm thinking they would prefer I not.
Okay. So go ahead and cut those into 2-inch strips. You want 16 2-inch segments now.
Okay.
And what you'll do, look, I left just enough to show you what to do with them. What you do is turn them the opposite way and sew them together, because you're going to end up with a little 4 patch. And that was just a little bit of a shortcut.
Yes, it's a little easier to sew that way.
A little easier to sew that way. So then, after you do that, they should end up measuring 3.5-inch squares. Your pink ones are 3.5-inch squares. So now what you do is you lay those out. And I've already got mine sewn, so I can just show you. To make your little block, what you want to remember is that the pink goes in the bottom right hand corner every time. Is that the bottom right hand corner to you? I'm backwards.
It is.
Okay.
Or it could be the top left.
Okay.
And it also forms a line of red going across
It
there.
does. So this one's a pretty easy one. Were you ready for a break by now?
This one does look easy.
So nice. It was such a nice change. All right, so what you'll want to do is sew these into rows. So you could do 2, 2, sew the 2 together. So sew them into rows and then sew your rows together. And that's your block today.
Okay.
So I'll go get mine sewn together and show you what the end result looks like.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, thanks for joining us for Block 9, Breaking Rules of the Stitch Pink Sew Along.
That one didn't take long.
No, it was a piece of cake. Ooh, piece of cake, that sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. All right, so it's done.
Thank you.